Alright guys, welcome back, Emo Tempest, and I have today a very special one for you. I know you guys love Dragoons, everyone always loves Dragoon decks, so this is a very interesting one I saw. This isn't what he played in tournament, I thought it was, but he would always play people after with it, and he felt that he was, Chad felt, by the way, Chad felt that he should have played that deck. It's very strong. There was a lot of things I liked, and I wanted to, so I decided I wanted to share it with you guys. So I hope you like it. Shout outs to Chad. Thank him, from Tampa doing this for me. And so yeah, I hope you like it. Enjoy it.
Tampa, yes.
What's going on, guys? Emo Tempest here, back with another deck profile from the reunion. I have Chad Blankenship and from Tampa, one of my good friends. We've been playing for as long as I can remember, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the game for a year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah, and we've always run into each other at the LQs here. He's one of the people we play the most. He has something very spicy for you guys, very fun. We've gotten, I think these decks are obviously high in demand, so I had to get this for you. He has Wind, I'm going to just say Wind, Lightning, Dragoons, but he does say there is a splash of water in there. So, Chad, tell us what you got.
So, I mean, it's a pretty standard Dragoon deck. I like Dragoons. One big thing, I enjoy the first strike because it wins combat so much. So, there's a few 2 CP Dragoons, but getting that first strike is big. I run 3 of those just for consistency. It's pretty good CP. I run my favorite Dragoon, which is bigger for each Dragoon. That's a 3 of. You'll see why the 2 CP is very relevant as we get further on. The 3 CP, same thing. Pretty efficient body, 7k, and it gains first strike. So Dragoons, as you know, it's tribal deck. We have some more spice coming in. We got the Freya, so that's the water Freya. As you heard, it's Wind Lightning, but we'll get to how we play that. I love Freya. It gains haste if you have another forward, essentially. Doing the 2k on entry and attack, it can wipe out some pretty easy chump blockers. I was playing today, my opponent dropped a Zidane, I just killed it before it could attack. Oh, pretty big hurt. Next one is my second favorite, and huge shout out to one of our locals, Will, getting that Japanese foil. But this Dragoon, it costs less for each other card name Dragoon or job Dragoon, and it can become 0, or it cannot become 0, so it's a 1 CP, but a 1 CP 7k is not bad at all. With more of that water splash, we have Puge. It searches for job prints, so currently he's the only target that I've shown you, but we did have a new card in this most recent set that came out. It's pretty fun. I'll show you that in a moment when we drop the backups. Last, Warrior of Light, as far as the splash of flavor. The Warrior of Light, every time a standard unit enters, untap 2 backups. So, I mean, I've already got 12 of them right there. And it's just really good to storm the deck, especially if you have some card draw. And then it allows you to just wipe the board and add it. Barbara is huge for Dragoons, gives all of them haste, and she even gains haste herself since she is job Dragoon. So it's a nice little commander or leader for the deck. And then that final ability, since you have extra CP from the Warrior of Light, you can kind of pump your guys and get over some of these problem forwards. And then always want a little bit of removal. The Kane right here, he's great. Just a good entry body, helps clear out some of your unbreakable backups, and then having haste is pretty phenomenal. That's it for the forwards. I'll slide those back. The backups, I have my favorite standard unit Warrior of Light backup. We have Arc. That's a 3 of, just because I always want to see that. I always want my guys to be just a little bit bigger. This new Moogle that came out with Opus 9, that's how I have that water splash for the Freya. It helps you get one of the best backups in the game when you play your Puge. That's going to be the Alus. I have him at a 2 of currently. I don't want to see him too early. That's why I play the Searcher to find him, since he is job Prince. And then the water splash lets that happen. And he's just giving card draw. So with Warrior of Light untapping everything, you're flipping a Dragoon, you're drawing them, and then you're just playing them. And then when you want to go for the win, you can dull one of their forwards by putting him in the break zone. So it's pretty nice. Standard King of Bermesia, EX Burst, Search a Forward. I have so many Dragoons, so many targets. And then just a little Wind Splash, the Sid Haze, to find my my standard units. I like Bart's as a EX Burst. So he's a pretty efficient backup. If you're on 4, he's free. He untaps your forwards as well. So it's just nice to get that Wind Splash in there. And then we also have Fasoya. He combos really well with Kane. So he's good removal, combos well with Freya for that. But you can also get some of your forwards back by sacking him with Kane. And then finally, just the little tech summons that we have. The Moogle is so essential for getting your splash cards. So I have a 1-of Chokamog. That way you can find it. You can start with some early wind CP and then get into your water splash. Remove. Really good removal. EX Burst, 4K, 4 CP to remove a 7K. Freya can finish it off, 8K on EX Burst. Some big high-costed forwards. You've got Alexander, especially when decks are running cards like Shantoto in the forward spot. You want to just be able to have a clean answer. And then finally, Bahamut Zero, that kind of win more, close out the game card.
Okay, man. So how did you do today, and what were some of the problems you found, or what were some of the, like, I don't know, tell me about the day, I guess.
Well, as far as what I ran today at Reunion, I played WAF, but almost every time I played Dragoons, and I won more games with Dragoons than I did with WAF.
Oh, I see.
So, you know, funny me, I was going to play Dragoons, and I'm like, no, I guess I should be consistent. As far as problems with the deck, I guess is trying to have like hard answers to a lot of these big forwards. The Alexander helps with the rain, but aside from that, it doesn't have answer to anything over 7K without 1-2 punches. So instant speed on my opponent's turn is tough. And then if they get a good blocker like a Minwoo, I can't really run into them very well. But aside from that, I love the deck. It's kind of a pet deck, so I'm willing to make it a little more efficient and make it as good as I can, especially with this Arnea we got coming out in a few months.
Yeah, do you think it's going to make a big difference? Or?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I mean, she's going to be huge. She's going to give everything haste. That'll even give some of those forwards that don't normally have haste. They'll gain that too. And then just not having to depend on Barbara for those storm turns, having that RNA I think is going to be really good. Plus, you get back probably the best Dragoon in the game with that 2 CP get bigger one. So I think that's going to be a really fun card to play.
Okay, and just does this deck have like suffer against like Thanos and Weewile? Is there any of those like removal, like remove from the game kind of stuff? Like does it suffer too much
game?
From that?
I don't feel it hurts too much from remove from the game. The only recursion I have is Fasoya, so most of the time I'm pitching cards and then getting them back later. But I will say Fel Thanos. That's why I have Bahamut Zero, so I can answer him. And then beyond that, the other big problem, Wind Water. I mean, they got board wipes, so that's going to be tough. I'm going to try and squeeze a Minwoo in the deck.
All right. Well, Chad, thank you so much, man.
Of course.
Guys, always Chad's one of the great players from Tampa. If you ever see him, good luck.
Well, thank you.
All right, man. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.